everybody. Well, which means nobody, because nobody watches this shit, but I am going to basically be talking about and giving my thoughts on Rex Infernus. No, this is not an Easter egg hunt. I don't do Easter egg hunting. I do Easter eggs, but I don't do Easter egg hunting. I like to enjoy the map before everything. But, I mean, my thoughts on this map. Pretty cool map, I can't lie. It's not what I thought it was gonna be, but that's not a bad thing. First, let me talk about the Wonder Weapon a little bit. A little weird. A very, very weird Wonder Weapon, actually. You know, on the surface, it seems a little basic, and when I first saw it, what the Wonder Weapon was going to be, I was pretty disappointed, because I was like, a crossbow? I mean, seriously? A mechanical crossbow used by, like, a Confederate guy? Didn't make a whole lot of sense, but these things are really good. My main issue with it is I really don't see why it's dual wield. Maybe it's for, like, an Easter egg step or something. But there's really no reason for this thing to be dual wield. The second one doesn't provide another purpose. It's not like the Ray Gun Mark III, where the other one literally opens up the entire weapon when you combine them. Or it's not like the Wave Gun, where the two combine into something. The other one's just kind of there. I don't really like that, because the other one doesn't do anything, and you're not going to ever be using the other one. You never want to combo them. I'll just tell you that right now. You never want to combo these two crossbows together, because you're just going to drain through ammo. It really doesn't... I mean, it provides more damage, which is nice, but you're going through 8 shots in one go with that, if you do both of them. Look. I think it's 4 shots. Fully charged shot, let's see. Yeah, when it hits, you're going to be going through a lot, and you generally don't want to be doing that every time. You're not going to get much use out of it. So you're only going to want to use one. If you use one with this game's mechanics, with the ammo buyback, you're set. I mean, there's no round limit, because mathematically you're going to be making all of your points back. You're gonna get about 2,000 every time. This thing is a beast at getting points. You're gonna get about 2,000 every time, and just mathematically you're going to get the thing functionally has an unlimited ammo with the ammo buyback mechanics. It might be nerfed, but as of this map's release date, this thing functionally has infinite ammo. Oh shit. That was stupid of me. But yeah, pretty cool Wonder Weapon. Very unique, I think, the more I've actually gotten to use it. Even though it doesn't actually utilize the dual wield feature, I think it has a decent skill expression. You have to know like when to shoot it. Kind of how, because this thing has an auto lock-on feature also. And the skill expression in this gun is learning how not to fucking use that, basically. And how to avoid that, because the auto lock-on feature can mess you up if you're using these charged shots. And yeah, so I like that. It's like the Sundergat kind of, it's not like it, but in how you have to know how to use it. You can't just use it blind. It's not like the jet gun in Liberty Falls. You can't be like a doofus and use this thing. You gotta at least know how to use it, or you're gonna just drain through ammo, and it's just gonna be a total waste of resources. But other than that, this thing was kind of annoying to get. The last step was actually very easy with that solver that they have online. I'm talking about the actual quest for it was pretty cool, where you go into like that other like plane of existence and like find more, see more about like the warden's backstory. That part was pretty cool, but hold on a second. Alright. That part was pretty cool, but I'm specifically talking about the step where you have to get the grappling hook, and you have to adjust all the things in that temple over there. That part was annoying because the grappling hook, sometimes it wants to lock onto the things that you want to lock onto. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it adjusts those little metal things that you have to do for that step to get this thing. Sometimes they don't. Oftentimes they don't, and it's really frustrating because you only have a limited amount of time with the grappling hook. But other than that, I love the grappling hook in this map. I think it's a very unique addition for traversal on a pretty big map. I think the grappling hook was done well outside of that step. You know, that thing's probably going to be involved in the Easter egg, but I'm not complaining yet. It's just with that one step where it's kind of annoying and it doesn't know what it wants to be on, basically. So, went over that. After I kind of give my thoughts, I'm just going to play and talk. Went over that. The vibe of this map is definitely like, what if we did Revelations but made it good? You know, Revelations as it is, I don't like Revelations. A lot of people don't like Revelations because it doesn't provide anything. It's just, hey, look at this nostalgia. It's basically all Revelations is. So this is basically kind of what they did with like Ashes of the Damned, where it's like, oh, Transit was good. And you know, I don't hate Transit too much, but like that's generally, you fix some of the mistakes that Transit did. Well, this kind of fixes some of the mistakes that Revelations did. With Rex and Infernus, you have references to the map, so you got like Kuakujo right there, you got Ashes right there, you got I'd assume this would be like Totenreich, and I'm unsure what this one is supposed to be. I think this is a unique area. It doesn't look like Astra Malorum or Paradox Junction, so I'd assume that's kind of like a unique area. And sorry if my memory on this isn't very good. I did a lot of these steps earlier in the day and it's much later. I went and saved my game for later, so I don't really remember a lot of like the area names and such. But yeah, it's kind of like that. So instead of Revelations where it's just like, let's mix all these locations together and have like connective tissue between them, it's like, well, what if we have temples that represent these areas that are unique areas but still tie in the broader story? That's kind of what they did here, and I think it's a cool concept. I think it's executed pretty well. The backside of the map is very tense. If you want to traverse that, if you want to challenge, go play with that backside of the map. Go play in that backside of the map, and it will definitely challenge you. I'm just kind of sticking in this easy area just to get more used to the Wonder Weapon, and I kind of just don't want to have to think right now. I'm tired. And the vibe of this map is very cool. It seems like very much like, what do I word it? Kind of like a Latin, Roman style version of Hell. Very interesting. And yeah, I think that aspect is pretty cool about this. Can't say anything about like the Easter egg or anything. I haven't done it. I don't know anything about it. I haven't tried it. Again, I don't Easter egg hunt. I don't do incomplete Easter eggs. I do Easter eggs to beat them. Let's see, hold on. Kill this guy real quick. Kill these bosses. You just want to light them up with these things. I honestly forgot the original name. As soon as I got this thing, I pack-a-punched it. But right now it's just Feely and Sheer. So yeah, I mean, pretty good end for a pretty good zombies cycle. You know, Black Ops 7, the actual game, you know, people didn't like. I can't speak to that. I didn't play the multiplayer. I haven't played multiplayer seriously in a while, but at least for the zombies side, it was good. You know, season. I'm gonna miss having new zombies maps, but think we should be good for a while. I'm really glad they got back into their element with both this, Black Ops 6, and that. And this is a pretty good conclusion. I'll have to see how the story plays out. I'm not sure how it will. They'll definitely set it up for the next Black Ops game, which, you know, cool idea. I don't know what they'll do though. I'm thinking for the next game, they're gonna kind of return to some of the older maps, if that makes sense. Like they had, like in the intro, I remember it vaguely, it's like they have like these bubbles and like the dark ether that kind of shows that stuff. I'm not sure though, I can't speak on that. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know how this will end. We'll probably be fine though. I could walk around the map and give my thoughts, but my real big issue with the map is I hate where that crafting table is. I mean, you're really never gonna go get that thing because of how bad of a spot it's in. Pretty annoying, but other than that, I'm not nitpicky with zombies really. Zombies is pretty hard to mess up badly, and they did pretty good with this. I just hope that Easter egg doesn't go like Kawakujo's did, where you have this step that people are stuck on and somebody fucking leaks it. Like, that would suck. I think based on what I've read online, the progress is going pretty well for it. Again, I will not contribute to that. I don't want to do that. It doesn't sound fun to me. This is fun to me. Oh, I forgot I wanted to mention the Titan traps. Those things are really cool in this map. I mean, you don't really need them because of how good the wonder weapon is, how broken this thing is. But, you know, if the wonder weapon gets nerfed, you're gonna probably have to use those, so. I for one, am happy that the era of, oh shoot. I for one am happy that the era of broken wonder weapons is back. You know, a wonder weapon should be map defining, and it definitely did not fail. I do wish it kind of looked a little cooler though, because the way it plays, this wonder weapon is a lot of fun to play, but I mean it's pretty boring, I can't lie, with like how it looks. Mechanical crossbows, we've seen it before, or even the Redwoods did it, but they had a cooler aesthetic, and I don't know. That's really like my big disappointment with this map. I would have thought that the last wonder weapon for Black Ops 7 would look a little cooler, but it's very fun to play. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of all you can ask for with a wonder weapon. I'd rather have one that you know, plays really well and, you know, looks like shit, rather one that looks very cool. Oh, I'm tired. I'd rather have one like this where it's very fun to play, but it's kind of boring looking, over something like the Winter's Howl, where it looks very cool, but it's not good at all. I'm tired today. Throw one of these down. I want to get more ammo for these things. I do wish that they, you know, maybe it's like a hidden upgrade I don't know of yet, we don't know of yet, but I really wish they did something with the dual wield of these things, because if you're watching this gameplay closely, I'm not using I'm just using the one that's on my dominant hand, which is right-handed, so I'm using that one. You just hold down the right trigger the whole time, you don't even use the other one. It kind of sucks, I can't lie. Because with like the Reagan Mark III, like I said, I mean, the duel. If that gun doesn't work, they don't work with each other. You know, the ray gun Mark III by itself is a little, not mediocre, but like, not much special about it. No, it's just a Russian ray gun with Gorod Krovi. But, yeah, I'm not disappointed, I think. Cool map, cool aesthetic. There really isn't much more you can ask for in a map. It flows pretty well. The start is a little weird, I'll be honest about that. Some of the doors are a little expensive. Actually, a lot of the doors are pretty expensive, but... And it's a pretty big map. So on paper, it doesn't have a good flow, but... you end up getting a lot of points, so I didn't really have an issue with, like, opening the doors, really. And there aren't a lot of doors. You're able to do a lot with like a few doors. So like a lot of this back area you really don't need. You can do a lot of the early stuff in this map with just the door down there. Not the Totenreich door, that one, the one to the right of it. And the Kuakucho door. So I think that's why the flow isn't like weird, even though there's even though a lot of the doors are expensive. And I hope for whatever they do, like, are they going to do a Black Ops 8? Are they going to reboot the series? I don't know, but hope for whatever they do. I hope that they come up with good zombies. The world is better when we have good zombies. And like I said, I'm not a zombie snob. So this is what I think is pretty good zombies. I like as like zombies. But yeah, I think that's all I really gotta say on this. I mean, these are just my, you know, thoughts. My immediate. What the hell? What was that? I could show the trap off. It's pretty cool. Pretty good. It'll just keep killing them. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay here. Oh, looks like my whole XP ran out. Oh, Widow's Wine, I forgot to mention that. I don't know what Widow's Wine does, honestly. Maybe it's because I got it at like round like 30, but I haven't noticed it like at all. I don't really know what it does. I read online while I was playing, like it still works with the zombies if they hit you. But I'll see, let's see. No, not there. Does it work with the melee? No, I don't see. I don't get it. I don't know what it does. I haven't noticed it. You know, maybe it's bugged. I don't know. I haven't heard anybody say that it's bugged online. So, yeah, I like a lot about this map. There's definitely, unlike the Tomb, which I fucking hate. I hate that map. And again, I'm not picky with zombies, but that map is horrible. Unlike that map, there's an actual reason to come back to this map. You know, you got a pretty cool transportation system, cool wonder weapon, cool vibe of the map. Presumably a good boss. I don't expect them to end with a disappointing boss fight. I haven't really used the grappling hook a ton. I guess it's just kind of tedious to like keep hitting it. Because like my decoys are going to be more helpful for me. The grappling hook is good though, like if it's like, oh, I wanna go to the arsenal or to the workbench and do something, that's what you want to use it for, to just quickly go there. It makes traversal a breeze on this map, which in Revelations, traversal is pretty annoying. That was a kind of annoying issue with that map, among other things. Among the lack of replayability, lack of unique content. The map was kind of annoying to traverse. Again, that's not a huge issue I have. I don't really care too much, you know. In zombies, there's going to be a lot of periods where you're kind of doing good shit, but that was an issue I had. Yeah, Revelations, I mean, that map could have been so cool. And that when you first play it, it is, I mean, you're just in shock because you haven't seen these maps for a while. And it's like magical almost, but then it sets in like after like the 5th playthrough, you're like, okay, I've seen all these maps before. The shock kind of wears off and it's kind of boring. This is what they initially should have done if they wanted the like combined map idea. You just have areas that are like representative of those and go from there, but they obviously didn't. What about difficulty? You know, I can't speak on the Easter egg steps because for the trillionth time I haven't done them, but it's a pretty easy map, honestly. Great wonder weapon. The bosses aren't too difficult. Really cool traps, like these Titan traps are really good. Like if you're in a pinch. It's really not too difficult. So if you're like a difficulty snob, if you're a masochist who loves, you know, 5 or Rust or like fucking all of Exo Zombies, you know, you won't like this map if you only come for difficulty. I don't think it's too difficult, but we'll see. You know, if the Easter egg's like Blood of the Dead level, which I don't expect it to be, you know, that will change. Max ammo. I don't know how long I'm gonna go for. I mean, you could in theory go forever, but like, I might extract soon, or exfil as they call it. It is a feature I like in the new zombies, you know. Exfilling, it's a pretty cool feature. It gives you the, if you're like, I don't want to do an Easter egg, but I don't want to feel like my run was for nothing, you can just exfil. I don't know if this thing does infinite damage. I would think it does, but it didn't kill them instantly there, so that's what I'm a little confused about. Again, cool wonder weapon, but it's very like one note, you know. The one note is very good, you know. Very good one note, but it's still one note nonetheless. But you know, no, that's fair. I mean, most wonder weapons are one note. No, not every wonder weapon can be a VR11 where you have like a trillion use cases and co-op and shit, or like whatever wonder weapon you can think of, like, but, you know, it should have more than one use case because the thing is fucking dual wield, so. You know, at first when I used this thing, I was like, this is garbage. Because I was charging both of them up. And, like, look, when you charge it, it doesn't even, like, combine into something big. Wait, it does for... Okay, never mind. I didn't know that. On the lower pack of punches, it does not do that. It's just 2, but I haven't tried it out on triple pack yet. So let me try this. I would still assume not to do both, because they're still going to be draining a lot of ammo, but we can see. I mean, yeah, that's definitely... let's see, how many did I kill there? I wouldn't do it still. I wouldn't do it. I would not recommend that. Because you just went through, what, all the ammo for the same amount of kills, maybe a little bit more than you would have just single charging it, right? Oh, what the heck? Well, that was a widow's wine. Alrighty, let's oh shit's getting serious. Let's get our perks back. I'll throw a decoy down.
Yeah, I'm sure my hands will stop trembling in a moment.
So this is the back area I was talking about. Difficult is going to be a little difficult without the chug. So that was a widow's wine thing. I guess it triggers when you go down. I don't know.
Do I need to finish it all?
Here, let's void claw. Let's get our shit back, and I'm not going to do a self-revive. I'm not going to buy one of those. I don't need it. It's not that I want this game to be over, but it's like, you know, sometimes the game runs its natural course and...
I believe the rabbit is rabbit.
Oh, what? Oh, well, I guess I died there. I didn't even realize that's how fast I died. Oh, yeah, that's the map. Pretty cool map. I probably should have bought that self-revive, but I don't care. Alright, that's pretty much it.